everyone, thanks for tuning in for another S.E.E.K Science Club video that is sponsored by S.E.E.K Foundation. And today we are going to learn about kinetic energy by making a movable bug. Yay! So let's get started. Now let me tell you the materials that you are going to need to make your rolling bug. You need 2 straws, a pair of scissors, 2 pins that do not work, or if they do work and you want to take them apart, it's up to you. If you're a child, please ask your parents because they may need it. 4 bottle tops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Poquito español. A toilet paper tube. Glue sticks for your glue gun, if you have one, glue gun. And a ruler. Those are the materials that you're going to need for today. So let's get started. Step number 1, grab your 2 pins, and with your 2 pins, you are going to take out the ink tube that's on the inside. Once you take the ink tube out, you will measure both of them 4 inches. And when you get to 4 inches, you are going to cut it. Don't forget to cut it. Now, if you're a messy person like myself, put paper wherever you are cutting your ink tube because it can get very messy, but we will try to use the ink tube so that the ink doesn't flow all over the place. Remember, cut 4 inches, measure it 4 inches and cut it, okay? Measure your 2 ink tubes, grab your straw, and you are going to measure your straw 2 inches. Any side, well, not this side, not the bendable side, the straight side that's not bendable. You're gonna measure it 2 inches 2 times. So 2 inches for one straw that's cut for 2 inches, and then you're going to measure it again to cut another part of the straw for 2 inches. So you should have 2 pieces that is measured in 2 inches. Let's go ahead. Step number 3. We are going to make the axle and wheels for our rolling bug. You need your ink, and you also need your straw along with your bottle cap. You are going to put the straw over your ink and then glue 2 bottle caps, 1 on each end of the ink tube. So that's what you're going to do for step 3. Let's do it. All right, here we are. This is our axle. Notice that I'm holding it on the edge of the axle because I don't want the straw to get on the glue so that it sticks to the glue, because you want the tube, not the tube, but the straw to be movable. You see how that's moving? So you want to make sure that whenever you put the glue on each tube, it does not stick to the straw. If you do not have glue, you can use tape by taping it downward. Take a piece of tape and tape it downward and wrap around the ink tube. So you have to do that with tape if you do not have glue. So you can still do it with tape. All right, there we have it. Voila! Okay, now you do the same thing for the other axle. So that's what we're creating, axles. should have 2 axles. Step number 4, what you are going to do, you need to measure your tube, because some of you may be using toilet paper tube or you may be using paper towel tube. If you're using toilet paper tube, which you should be, you're gonna measure it and it should be 4 inches. However, you need to measure half an inch. Half an inch from the top of your tube, half an inch from the bottom of your tube. Once you measure half an inch, you're gonna mark it on your tube at the top, and you're gonna mark half an inch from the bottom, and that's where you're gonna glue your wheels with your axle. Let's do it. Step number 5, you're gonna take your toilet paper tube, because it should look like this now, and you're gonna trace the circle part. You're gonna trace it around and just cut it out so that you can make a face and glue it on there. So you're gonna cut out more of the circle on the outside so that you can fold it on top of your rolling bug and make the face. Let's do that now. And the final step, we are going to add the antennas. So with your bendable straw, you are going to find the part that is bendable, and you will bend it. All right, you want to bend it so that it's evenly bent with the bendable part. So you want to make sure that the 2 corners line up that are bendable, and then you're just going to take your scissors and cut it evenly. And then you just glue it on the top. So now you have it, your rolling bug. See there? And this is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy discusses energy and motion. And so when we talk about energy and motion, we will use a formula to identify how much kinetic energy is in this rolling bug. So again, kinetic energy is energy of motion, objects that are moving. And so when this bug is moving, it has kinetic energy, but how much kinetic energy? And we're gonna do another video to figure out how much kinetic energy this rolling bug may have. So thank you again for tuning in for another S.E.E.K Science video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also join our club. Bye!